Hare Krishna, welcome to share my learning sessions, the 2 minute series I'm doing on Bhagavad Gita. But before we move forward to the next verse, I thought there are few concepts that are still to be cleared because I don't know how many of you are reading the actual Gita or you're just listening to these. So I thought before we move forward on the next verse, we should clear a few concepts. So what we learned so far is about Drishtarashtra. Drishtarashtra, we all know he was blind. But do you think he was just blind or he was blind in his vision? He was blind in love and attachment for his son. Even though his son was supporting everything wrong, he was doing everything, in the mode of ignorance, tamas mein aake, greed mein aake, he was doing everything. The father still supported him because of the unnecessary attachment. And Dhritarashtra did not just have unnecessary attachment for his son, he also had that attachment with the throne, with the position, right? He always wanted to be the king even though he does not have the capability of the king. So he knowingly and unknowingly he put hatred in the consciousness of his 100 sons. So that is one of the part that is very important before we move forward. Second thing, did you notice how Duryodhan, when he see the people who supported Pandavas, he got bewildered, he got shocked that so many people still supported Pandavas, even though he was not expecting that many, that big of an army. So Pandavas had 7 Akshoni Sena, and Kauravas, Duryodhan side, had 11 Akshoni Sena. Akshoni in rough, it is around 1 lakh soldiers and many thousand horses, many thousand elephants. So they both sides have big enough, armies. Still, there was a difference of 5 Akshoni Senas between the two parties. Now, why he was surprised that Pandavas still get to bring so many people together in one place, because in general we have seen that when somebody do something good, not many people show up. Like if you keep up puja or if you do a satsang, not many people show up. But at the same time, you must have seen there's a huge lineup in front of clubs where they serve alcohol and drugs. There's a huge lineup there. If you say, okay, come tonight, we're doing a daru party, a lot of people come and show up. Even the people who are not your friends show up saying, we are your friends. But at the same time, if you say, oh, we will be serving sattvic lunch without any meat, anything, just very pure vegetarian food, and they're like, oh, you just eat grass, is that what your food is? No, we're not interested. So we have seen, so he was bewildered seeing the situation, that even though he was standing on the Pandavas on the wrong side, they still could gather so many people. And why? Because Krishna was there. Duryodhan was scared, because uh, you know because he was scared, because he's seeing people supporting Pandavas. And why Drishtarashtra was scared? He was scared because he know that Krishna is supporting whom? Krishna is supporting the Pandavas. He know that Kurukshetra is also called Dharma Kshetra. Do you know that there was a special boon given to Kurukshetra, that anybody who dies in Kurukshetra, no matter on what party side he or she is, they will still attain the heavenly planet. They will still attain Swarga. So Drishtarashtra was very well aware that Bhagwan Shri Krishna was on the side of Pandavas. Also, do you notice in the verse 2 the characteristics of Duryodhana? Duryodhana is working, or is doing anything and everything so tactful. He's so artful. He's so slay. You have meet those people who are very, how do I say, vak chapal. They are very, artful in their. They're very. They can articulate speech. They are very politically correct. Have you met those? Do you think those people are always right? No, they're not always right, but because they know the arts of playing with the words, they're very decideful. They're very dhurt, very mean and cunning in their intentions, but because they know how to play with the words, they impress a lot of people in the public. So Bhagavad Gita is also teaching us to be aware of those kind of people who try to, act and behave nice in front of you, and at your back they're not the nicest people. Because you will see in the future verses how Duryodhan changes approach, how right now he's showing in the second verse that he need the blessings from the guru, but do you think he really come to the guru for taking the blessings? No, he come there to make sure, to reassure that guru and Bhishma Pitama, his grandfather, is still fighting from his side. So there are small sections that we will discuss now and then as we move forward. If you have any questions, I got a question yesterday that can we pray if we do not take shower, or can we pray when we have periods? Yes, you can do. Krishna, if you're breathing and you're saying Krishna, he will still accept you because Krishna is the most accepting God. So we will meet again in next session. Thank you for your extra time. I know it's not 2 minutes today, but because to move forward we need to have a stronger base. And please do your readings, just don't solely depend on my talks, because it's important to know your own self when you read in the book that what really Bhagavad Gita is. Bhagavad Gita is a book that will help you transform your vision. It's not just a book to gain knowledge, it is a book if you want to bring those positive changes in your life. Hope you like this session. Keep forwarding, keep sharing, and keep sending me those requests. What do you want to hear, what you don't want to hear? How can I improve? So I can improve my sessions and we can have a good, wholesome experience of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you. Hare Krishna.